you will notice that the focus of the OSP regime is 90% geared towards prevention and recovery.
Yeah.
So that is why I alluded to this point earlier, that our plea bargain system is more benign than the general one. Indeed, you can come and offer us info, and just by offering us info that there's this thing going on here which will lead to serious recovery, the law says the special prosecutor can accept that and let you go, just by giving that credible info, or to offer to pay this amount of money, and if it's acceptable to us and the court, we let you go. A few have occurred this year, we let you go. So our system is so different. Since it is aimed at corruption prevention and recovery, there's a regime under this system which requires us, immediately we bring you in like that, you are served with a notice to declare property and income. And this is the catch. Anything you do not state in there as belonging to you, the law says it is automatically liable to be confiscated to the state. It is to encourage you to put all your property, and if you fail to return the form within 30 days, there's a penalty for that. So here our bill structure is this. Depending on the nature of the case and depending on who you are, we will tie your bail to you, post your bail, and go. So we will ask for landed property belonging to you. So you are in effect posting your own bail and going. We won't put a price tag on it. So we won't say it should amount to 50 million, it should amount to 60 million. Of course, the directors in charge of the various cases would look at the landed property to see if it makes sense based on what we are dealing with to let you sign off like that. So if you come before us and you say you do not own any property, we can't also keep you in perpetually, because the Constitution gives us a threshold beyond which we cannot proceed. And so if you say you do not have anything, we mark it down that you do not have anything. Then we go to the next step. The next step is, so if you do not have anything, who else can come to your aid by posting bail for you? But by which time is dragging. Time is dragging. If you post it yourself, right there, you post and you go. But if it's someone else coming to do it for you, then the process takes a much longer time, because now we have to bring in people and we have to verify the bona fides of the property. Now, so far as you've told us that you do not have anything, mind you, we have you on record to say that you do not have any landed property. So any landed property that stands in your name is liable to be confiscated to the state. That is the regime of the OSP.
Good.
But if you say you do not have it to us, I said, we can't keep you here perpetually. We are not known to be using bail to punish people, and we never do that. So we will ask that you bring in other persons. If they come and we verify, and it's okay, we sign it off and you go. As I said, mind you, you come to the OSP as a suspect and you say you do not have any landed property, you can't bail yourself, you do not have any landed property. We won't put a value on it. Bring what you have. And it is also to encourage you not to run, because if you run away, that property will be confiscated to the state. So it is to encourage you to show up. So if you do not do that and you say you don't have anything, you have placed yourself on the state, that anything the state finds standing in your name is confiscated to the state. Regret, regret is a strong word. Just like saying hate, it's a strong word. So instead of saying hate, you say, I dislike this thing. And regret is... Honorable, when I look at my kids, they are so young. I always ask myself, what country do I want them to live in when they get to my age? Is it a tattered country? Is it a torn apart country? And when I watch the news on TV and I see other jurisdictions, the way people are suffering on a daily basis, I'm always thankful that I live in a country like Ghana. It is a sacrifice that has been called upon me. A lot of people don't know this. I didn't ask for this position. No, not Tampuli, you know. I didn't ask for this position. I didn't go lobbying for it. It was actually placed on me. And I deemed it as a sacrifice. And it is that which is being required of me to make my country better. I shouldn't have regrets. I have had situations in which I question the genuineness of people. I question what is feeding people to act the way they are acting. But it all boils down to human nature. You do not expect humans to act like angels and to act like God. So what I regret is the actions of individuals directed at the office and at my person. That is what I regret. But I do not regret taking this position because I see it as a sacrifice to make this country better. We are in a much better state now than we were before I took this position 4 years ago. Now people know that there's accountability. Now the name OSP sends shivers down spines. And it's not because we are high-handed, but people see that we are fair and we are firm in what we do. Now, rounding up on that, you prefaced your remarks by saying, "Give us our paw." I'm not going to answer directly on Paul, but I'm going to. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to say something little in respect of bail. You see, in this institution, and as required by law, we do not use bail to punish individuals. No. Indeed, when we go to court, when we charge people when we go to court, we don't oppose bail. Director of Prosecution, have we ever opposed bail? Last week, Wednesday, I did a arraignment in respect of the MPA matter. When he got to bail, I just got up and told her ladyship that we are not opposed to bail, so we are leaving it in her charge. Okay. We don't oppose bail. We do not use bail to punish individuals in this office. What we do is just to secure by law your attendance in respect of the investigations, and if we are minded to take you to court, if we think we have the requisite evidence. So here, when you are, and this is to the general public, when you are invited, it's not an invitation. When you are directed to come here as a suspect, mind you, you have to post bail. And that is why in the direction, the communication directing you, we tell you that you may come along with counsel of your choice. Immediately you go for counsel of your choice. The person, by his or her training as counsel, knows that if you are being directed to show up as a suspect, you would be required to post bail. Now I'll come to it in a minute. Yes, so if you are not directed to show up as a suspect, but invited to come as a person of interest, that is a different kettle of fish. And sometimes you also be invited as a potential witness. That is a different kettle of fish. And sometimes as an informant or a confidential source, that's a different kettle of fish. So look closely at the correspondence, what is contained there. If it is titled Direction to Attend the OSP, and it is stated in there that you are regarded as a suspect and you may come in with counsel of your choice, mind you, you need to post bail.